Hey everyone, happy Monday. How's it going? I'm jumping in here today to talk to you about shadow work. What is it and why do you need to do it? When I say need to do it, I mean like it is imperative that you look at your own shadow and do the work as soon as possible. And I'm going to share with you exactly how to do that in this video. So hey to everyone who's jumping in live while we get going, and hey to everyone who's watching this on the replay. So what is shadow work? Well, you may have heard the term before in the New Age community, but if you haven't or you're still unclear what it is, shadow work is facing your shadow. And your shadow has a few different definitions. I remember when I was taking my psychology degree, we learned about Carl Jung and the shadow side, and he would talk about how every human being has a shadow side of themselves, which is a part of you that you've deemed not worthy. It's a part of you that you choose to hide from the world. For example, if you think that you have a deep belief that you're greedy or that you're not smart enough or you're not worthy, you repress that part of yourself down, your shadow, and you choose not to show that to the world. And we all have one, by the way. We all have one. But for myself and for what I've learned in the New Age spiritual community, shadow work and the shadow is something that happens to us over time as we all go through trauma. We all go through pain and challenges throughout our lifetime. We all go through sorrow, grief, whatever it may be. And if you haven't had a major life event that has caused you to feel really, really terrible, I hate to say it, but it will happen one day. It's just part of living a life. We come here to go through these really difficult experiences, and it is in those very, very difficult experiences that we grow and we blossom and we expand into our true being, into who we really came here to be. But really, those shadow experiences, we must look back on them and see the lesson, the inherent lesson that was provided within them. So, if we hold a lot of anger in our heart, or resentment, or regret for all these things that happened to us in the past, then we will continue to create similar experiences in this lifetime until we have learned the lesson that was provided within the experience. And also, we come here as well to learn all these lessons, right, as a spiritual being living in a human body. And when we go through trauma, pain, and challenges, and we do not learn the lesson that we intended to learn from them, we create negative karma. And we get on this wheel of karma. And if we pass away during this lifetime without learning those inherent lessons, then we must come back and reincarnate in order to continue going through the same experiences until we learn those lessons. So, those really terrible things that might have happened to you, the pain, the suffering, I mean, who wants to do that over again? I know I don't. But until we choose to see the inherent lesson within it, we will continue to do it again. We'll continue to draw and magnetize those experiences back to us, whether it be through relationships or circumstances in this lifetime, or yeah, we'll do it in another lifetime. It's kind of crazy. And, there's a big lineup to get here on Earth. There's a big lineup to incarnate here and be here because of the intense growth that happens through the intense suffering and challenges. And so, in that way, it's a gift. I know it's not easy to hear that sometimes, depending what you've been through, but everything is here to happen for us, for our own growth and expansion. And so, what I encourage you to do today and how you do shadow work is you look back on your life and your most painful, traumatic memories that you have. If you haven't already, start to dive deep, take some time, get your journal out, and really reflect on how it happened for you. So, this is really getting us out of the victim mentality where things have happened to us. I know I felt this way a lot when my dad passed away. Why is this happening to me? Well, I'm young to be losing a parent. Like, why me? Why me out of all my friends? Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to go through this pain and this grief that lasts for years and is so hard? I get emotional just talking about it. But of course, there are circumstances that are out of our control. And the shadow work then comes and looking at those circumstances, those experiences, and reviewing, well, how has that happened for me? And in my personal experience, how that happened for me, my dad passing away, is that I grew into the person who I came here to be. I expanded into my true self. Through that pain, through that suffering, I felt broken. I was broken, but that's how the light got in, through the broken pieces. That's how I sat down and took the time to reflect on who I really was and how I wanted to live the rest of my life, because it became very blatantly clear that life, this lifetime, is finite. And if that's the case, then how do I want to show up? So in that way, it was a huge gift and a huge inspiration and helped me become who I came here to be. So I encourage you to do this. Thanks, Sheila. I encourage you to do this for everything that has happened in your life that you have felt has been negative or painful or caused you suffering. Take out your journal and really start to reflect. Okay, that was terrible. I had no control over that happening to me, but how has it happened for me? How have I grown as a result? How have I benefited as a result? I know it can sound kind of crazy at first, but once you go deep, it's so powerful. And again, that's how you stop drawing those same situations, same relationships, same experiences toward yourself so that you need to repeat things over and over again. And as well into future lifetimes. This is so important to break the wheel of karma here and now in this lifetime. We all came here with a very clear set of intentions and goals that we wanted to accomplish in this lifetime. And I want to help everybody meet those goals, figure that out now, do it now so you don't have to repeat and keep incarnating and repeating the same pain, the same trauma, the same suffering that's happened a lot on earth, where so many people are stuck in this negative wheel of karma. And who wants to be stuck in a wheel of suffering? Oh, that sounds terrible. We came here to grow. We came here to expand. We came here to heal the earth and heal ourselves and heal each other. We came here to be light workers and healers. And we came here to assist with the transition to new earth. And we can't do that if we get stuck in a negative wheel of karma and suffering. Ugh. So let's all ascend together. Let's all heal and grow and expand together. So really today, take out your journal, go through, if you've been through a lot, do the top 3, top 5 worst things that have happened to you, and really reflect on how it's happened for you. There's a couple other things you can do too. I wanted to mention, it can be really difficult if someone treated you badly, there was some kind of abuse or something to do with another person. And I really, I don't encourage anyone to necessarily speak directly to that other person, because you can do this healing work without speaking directly to them. And there's a couple different ways to do that. And the first is to write them a letter. Really pour your heart out of everything that happened and how you felt. And at the end, you can list how it happened for you. And then you burn the letter. And the burning really signifies closure. And the other option as well is to drop into a meditation and to visualize the person in front of you and to talk to them as if they're standing there in front of you. And so either of these work if the person is alive or if they've passed away, right? A lot of times that's the issue, where we hold all of this anger and resentment with someone who's not even here in this lifetime anymore for us to talk to. But both of those exercises you can do with someone who's living or who has passed away. And it's really powerful. I've done this on my own. I've released somebody who I was holding on to with a lot of anger and pain and resentment. And when I did it, I could feel these like neck cramps I had for quite a long time. Neck cramps sound strange, but it was like a tightness in my neck, and it just floated away and it released, and it felt so good. Because, of course, when we hold someone in anger and resentment in our heart, we're only hurting ourselves, right? They don't feel that necessarily. They don't know that we're holding all that bitterness and anger towards them. We're only hurting ourselves. And by letting it go and closing that relationship by seeing what it gave us, we're freeing ourselves from it. Forgiveness is so powerful. And that's probably a topic for a whole other video. But we don't forgive others for their sake. We forgive others for our own sake, right? To free ourselves, to break out of that negative wheel of karma, and to open our eyes and see what that terrible experience did for us. Because everything is happening for us. Everything in this lifetime is happening for us, positive or negative. Because there is no positive or negative in the spiritual world. It all just is. Hey Dana, I see you just jumped in here talking about shadow work. So thanks everyone. I hope that has been super helpful. It has totally changed my life, and I want to share it with all of you too. I really encourage you to do this work even though it's hard. Don't shy away from it because it hurts. If it hurts, that means there's something to be released, and you can do this. And drop a note in the comments below. Let me know if this was powerful for you or if it resonated with you today. I'd love to hear if you're going to go do this reflection on your own, because I would just love to hear that it had a positive impact on you. So thanks to everyone for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll talk with you all soon. Bye for now.